Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday, Saturn Day. For those of you who know, um, welcome to Sacred Soulmates. I'm glad to have you here as your host, Goddess Euphoria, celebrating all things authentic love and none of that twin flame nonsense. I have a video up about soulmates versus twin flames that gives you like a rudimentary understanding of all the things that I say in these readings. But we'll go ahead and get into it. I pull a chakra card always at the top, and we have faith. Faith, faith, faith. This is the third eye activation in a soulmate connection. They know it's you, and they ain't hearing nothing. They ain't hearing nothing of it. I'm I'm hearing my mind's ear, I should say, or clairaudiently. I'll hear nothing of it. Like it don't matter what nobody say about you, or for you, it doesn't matter what anyone says about them. You'll hear none of it because you have too much proof. Those crystals right there on that pathway, you, in the time that you knew this person or at the time that you meet this person, they will give you experiences, real evidence, things you can actually, tangible things you can pull from, so that you know that they have your back. And it's above anyone else's interruption. It's above me now. It's above them now. This is in the ethers. You both know each other. With the third eye activation, you could have dreams about one another. You could have already met up in dreams, interacted in dreams, or you just have this inner knowing that just it's unshakable and nobody can come between that. And it is looking like one of you, either you or your divine masculine, your divine feminine, whatever the case may be. This Five of Cups is saying that there is maybe some regret about not going harder, not trying harder. If this is someone from a past life, and when I say past life, I don't mean like, the esoteric past life, even though that is a thing. But I mean, in the time that you all knew each other, and there could have been a period of separation, or like I explained in the Soulmates versus Twin Flame video, when you both are still going through like your shadow work, your dark night of the soul, your spiritual journey, before you reach that point of being able to remember one another, you have to like basically like go and cut all of these, spiritual ties, generational curses, root work, whatever the case may be. And there is a bit of a regret, like I wish I would have tried harder, or I wish we would have had more time together, because I do get that it's something about time has been taken from you two. It's not a self-sabotage thing. I don't think it's anything that you two particularly did. It's like time was taken. Either time was taken or time was applied. When I say time was taken, is like maybe somebody just had too much on their plate at the time and couldn't even think in terms of like a loving soulmate relationship. And a lot of people are finding themselves in that place right now because there's so much going on in the world. A lot of people have like completely, closed themselves off to the idea of having a soulmate, especially when you've been built up so often by like, the whole twin flame spirituality dynamic or whatever. And it's always a runner chaser. Well, reunion, but dot dot dot, and they said it, but it's always that type of like it's a hamster wheel, especially in like these twin flame YouTube streets. It's like they're always building you up just for you to be let down, because none of these twin flames are your soulmate, and a twin flame is not what you should be wanting anyway. A twin flame is only like a misdirected refraction of your soulmate's traits. If you broke down your soulmate and then applied like a negative lens to it, that's how you get a twin flame. Break down your soulmate into like 7 or more different lanes, break down their light, and then apply a negative lens to each of those different, fractions of light, and boom, you have twin flames. Something that's burning it can't do anything but rile you up, ignite you, but refinement by fire. It gives you the situations that you need to be able to say, okay, I need to get myself together. So that is like taking time away. Either dealing with twin flames was taking time away from what you could have been applying to this relationship, or someone literally had time, like got sentenced to time, because the next card up is justice. So it could be like some legal troubles that literally gave someone time, where they were separated from you and you two could not be together in a way that could, actually materialize, or maybe there was a break that happened before someone got time and you just never got it back together. Maybe this person decided that is not fair to you to try to rekindle something while they're locked up, or imprisoned or under some type of legal surveillance. Whatever those troubles may be, they it's actually an honorable thing that they would want to protect you in that way. But with that regret there, someone regretting that they either had time taken from you, or you regretting that you had time taken from this person, or that someone was given time, either you or the other person, and I don't judge, okay? It's a solutions based energy here. So it's not like somebody doing that whole twin flame thing where I wish I would have did this and oh please pity me because regrets that I have. It's not that. This is not a regretful person. With this, I'm getting like a Piscean energy, a Sagittarian energy, an Aries energy. Just people who don't really get caught up in the self-pity. It's like, I'm gonna do something about it. So I'm getting that do something about it energy. Libra too. Even if they're not my favorite people to, have a relationship with, a Libra too is like solutions based. Because when Libras do really lock in, they lock in. Like they be in long relationships, like long relationships for real. If you have one of the, higher vibrational ones. But whoever this is, whether it be you or you're a divine feminine or divine masculine, it's a solutions based thing. Solutions based so much to the point where there are visualizations. That third eye activation, or that third eye chakra here being highlighted, is that actively envisioning how we gonna get this together, how are we gonna make it come back together. Communication is a thing, and the female counterpart may be the one to initiate the communication. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with initiating the communication when you actually dealing with a soulmate and not some twin flame red pill motherfucker who gonna like try to hold it over your head like, oh, you reached out to me and I got mind control over you because you always come running back. It ain't gonna be none of that, because soulmates don't have trauma. It's a pure love and light situation, and that's the only pure love and light when you're dealing with a soulmate. The rest of it be a whole bunch of hoopla, because you're gonna have to do that shadow work to move through this life. But it's like both of you have been able to do the shadow work separately. A lot of that, regret that I was just talking about was time either taken from you or time given to a person. And that would have been the dark shadow work. You see this dark cloak that this person is wearing. So instead of just sitting there pining away over regrets of, the time that was lost with you, this is actually someone who wants to take those two remaining cups in the back. This is 3 in the front that didn't work out, but those 2 cups in the back still standing tall. They want to take those two cups and achieve some balance here. They want to do justice with the chances that they still have. And that's a thing when you actually dealing with a soulmate, you don't mind giving them chances. That's why the feminine who reaches out first should not mind giving someone another chance, or initiating and even trying to take another chance for herself, because it's pure, it's balanced, it's peaceful. It's not like you running back to somebody after they did you dirty and you humiliating yourself, running your own humiliation ritual. Is not that. It's you returning to someone because that remembrance is there. A higher power is involved in this now. It's a godly thing now. It's above you now. It's above him now. It's above her now. It's above anybody who got something to say about it. And that unfortunately is a thing here. It's like a lot of people may have put their mouth on either you or him or her or both. A lot of people got something to say about it. So that implies that either you or the other person has some type of like notoriety, or is just like a very social person with that swords energy. If it's a divine masculine, he may have a lot of women who are after them. If you are the divine feminine, then you just may be highly sought after. And it's something about a higher intellect. So maybe you were someone who was like in honors classes and gifted, a college graduate. You may be, or you went further than just college graduate. You went into the postgraduate studies and have those achievements. Or you were able to obtain some type of high achieving, high ranking position, possibly through law. If not like a lawyer, then like, paralegals get paid really well. Court reporters, I should know, That's my profession. Get paid very well. A court reporter and lawyers make about the same amount of money. In some states, your court reporters and your judges make the same amount of money. So, take that little nugget. You ain't always got to go through a 4-year program. You can become a court reporter through voice writing in about 18 months. Depending on how hard you study, you can be done in a year. Trust me on that. It took me 18 months to reach a 6-figure tax bracket. So, yeah. that's just a little game, a little free game. You ain't even come looking for that. I just wanted to give it to you. In times that we in, I'm just telling you, if you're looking for a profession where you're not going to waste a lot of money on studies and you're going to get in, get out, and get right to the bag, court reporting. If you want to do the machine, it may take you longer to learn, but voice writing, you could be in and out 12 to 18 months. Put that on everything, okay? Y'all have something coming toward you, and that could be some type of wealth, prosperity, because of that conversation that I was just having, or that discussion. It's not a conversation because ain't nobody talking back, but that discussion, it could be some of that coming toward you, or this could just be one of the perks and benefits of this relationship. Dealing with this person is like just prosperous energy. When two touch and agree, God is there. And you all have, even if you've not physically seen this person in up to 10 years. I'm getting up to 10 years. Also, the beginning of this reading, 5 of Cups, what was the base of the deck is 5 of Wands. And that 5 of Wands energy is more so about the people who don't even have their own stuff together, so they want to come and put their mouth on y'all's relationship, on y'all's connection, or the people who are not doing well on their own spiritual journey. So this would be like twin flames who are just out here doing things, tearing shit up, leaving trauma, giving you negative experiences. And this should be a reminder of who is not the person that I'm talking about in this reading. Because who I'm talking about, you have nothing but crystallized experiences to draw on to know. It's not like you thinking about somebody and you romanticizing something. No, you have concrete experiences with this person where you know that they have your best interest at heart. And there could even have been instances where you literally found out that someone was lying to you about this person, or where that person found out that somebody was lying to them about you. I mean, actual concrete experiences where hearsay wasn't about shit. And again, hearsay here with justice is kind of alluding to, in court, they don't allow hearsay. They don't take that as testimony. They take testimony as evidence, but they won't allow hearsay. You can only speak on what it is that you personally know. And that's what is really like the biggest component of this faith that you all have here. It was 1313 on the clock, and 13 is a lucky number. It's my favorite number. Inanna energy, which is the first woman on earth. And I'm getting like, this is the first woman that he ever loved. Or, flip the, if you're the man, then, it's the first woman he ever loved. If that's a man that you're in love with, and you are the first woman, take it how it applies, okay? Whichever position you are, whichever gender. But the first woman that he ever loved, and you never got a chance to really fulfill that love, is like everyone after you would have been just a fraction of what he could find that reminded him of you. And the same for you. Everyone after this person would have been just a fraction of traits that you found endearing about your soulmate, traits that you loved so much about your soulmate. Let's say he was athletic. Then you would have maybe dealt with some twin flames who played sports or had really good, muscular builds, and they were probably egotistical as hell. They wouldn't have been nowhere near as balanced as your soulmate. Let's say your soulmate is funny, like good enough to be a comedian type funny. I'm getting Kevin Hart. I'm seeing Kevin Hart's face, so it could be like a dark-skinned man with a low haircut, beard. I'm getting maybe he takes good care of his beard. But let's say your soulmate was funny. Then other twin flames, not twin mates, other twin flames that you may have dealt with, it may have started off as, you giggle and laugh, kiki with them, but it would turn into them trying to be funny in your face. You get what I'm saying? Like saying little underhanded shit. Negging is what they call it. Um, or somebody being attention seeking. I'm getting that too. I was trying to like sort through that energy right there. But with that whole funny example I was giving, like somebody wanting to use you as like the butt of their entertainment so that they can uplift themselves. Kind of like going back to that Kevin Hart thing, how he and this is innocent. I'm not saying nothing against him, but like how he was talking about his kids on his comedy special, and that's one of like the funniest things. Or he talk about his dad and his comedy special, and that's one of like the funniest like stories or jokes, and one of the funniest bits that he has. It's like this person would have, a twin flame would have tried to use you and whatever you were going through at the time as like a bit to hype themselves up being funny, that type of shit, rather than, you know, your soulmate actually caring about having a good, feel good conversation with you, and y'all can just really genuinely laugh together. Like you and this person would have y'all all inside jokes. It's just a telepathic connection. It's a spiritual connection. It's a third eye to third eye. I'm hearing if we listen to each other's heart, we find we'll never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, singing it eye to eye. We're seeing things eye to eye. That's that Powerline, that eye to eye, off that Goofy movie soundtrack. Y'all can go and download that. Thank you. I'll put the playlist and in the comments. I'll do that for you. But I'm getting that, like, you guys really listened to one another's hearts. You really cared for one another. You took look how she's holding that world in her hand, and look how he's showing so much love to that cup. Is like making sure it's balanced and presenting it like, oh, look at this, it's so beautiful. Like that first woman I ever loved, or the first man who ever loved me right. That's the energy that's coming through first and foremost. And that time apart, it keeps coming back to me with the 5 that came out first and the 5 that was at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting 10. So at max, it could have been like 10 years since you guys saw each other. 10 years, you met them at 10 years old. Somebody got 10 years in prison, just going back to that legal thing. Is that type of situation. Did a real bid. Ooh, somebody really did do a real bid. And I so hate that. I so hate that, because the justice system, I'm talking about, a motherfucking rapist can get probation, and somebody who just make a little hand over fist transaction end up with motherfucking 10 years. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm telling you that as a court reporter sitting in the courtroom watching this shit go down. I don't agree with every sentence. I truly don't. But I'm gonna get that bag though, and then I'm gonna bring that knowledge back to the people so that y'all can know, hey, get this program, go get your bag. And because you have to get in somewhere to change it. You can't just sit on the outside and just watch and be complaining about stuff. That's why it's something about police officers. So again, this person could have spent a significant amount of their time running from the police, or there's a police twin flame, or people trying to police this soulmate connection. Again, with the folks here, that 5 of Swords, who always just want to like cause some type of dissension and destruction because they don't have it. They want to take it away from somebody else. So they would effectively be trying to police the situation. But it's something about that. But yeah, people who get into the police academy that are from urban neighborhoods and they want to change it from within, I salute them. Like, I'm not against all police, just like I'm not against all the lawyers, I'm not against all judges, but it's some significant people, it's some significant change that has to happen in the justice system. And I feel like that really is applicable to somebody's situation because it keeps coming up. And like a lawyer is like you stand for that person. Like a lawyer is like he stands for you. Y'all are each other's defense. And you're not going to let nobody come in talking crazy about this person to you. He not going to let nobody come in talking crazy about you. She not going to let nobody come in talking crazy about you. You just don't believe it. It's above them now. People that are in that lower vibration, scattered energy, they don't have happiness in their own life, so they want to tear down somebody else's happiness. Y'all's connection is above them. They can't touch it if they wanted to. I'll hear none of it. And it's, for some reason, it's like in the time that you all were around each other, it's like multiple people who were able to see this connection as well. Because if y'all have experiences that show that you are actually soulmate energies, meaning that there's a real spark there. And when you two are around each other, it's just an energy that's like, it's like maybe the sexual tension is so thick you can cut it, or it's like you all just, your conversations last for hours and hours and hours. Everybody else done fell asleep, y'all still up talking. Everybody else done went on in the house, y'all still sitting out in the car talking. It's like that type of situation, that type of energy. Or of all the girls this guy has had, he never treated them the way he treated you. Or of all the men friends you may have had, you never treated any of them the way you treated this person. It's just something so sacred. This white dove is kissing this man's forehead, the third eye, and it's just so pure, so innocent. And I feel like that's how he presents you to other people. That's how he represents you. I keep getting that kind of legalese, attorney, defense and stuff like that. It's like, if somebody come up to him talking shit about you, it's like, I'm not gonna hear none of it. Like, she's pure, she's innocent. And it's, look at her, she's so smart. Look at her, she's so innocent. Look at her, she's so pure. Everybody else may all kind of dog ass hoes, bitch, slut, may have every type of name about you, but this person ain't hearing none of it. And vice versa. They can come with, he a thug, he's a gang member, so I'm gonna put that in the playlist too. It's just like that. Some people don't like it cause you hang out in the streets, but you're my boyfriend, you've always been there for me. It's that type of energy. Like, somebody, y'all not hearing it. You're not hearing it. Can't none of that twin flame bullshit. Because I do feel like there's some twin flame energy. You may have had some significant relationships that failed. He may have had some significant relationships that failed. She may have had some significant relationships that failed. Just take it as it applies. Okay. But nothing can compare to the innocence, and that innocence sets the tone. It sets the standard. If you haven't done your spiritual work, you will continue to fall for just twin flame connections where they play on a little bit of piece of that innocence and that purity that you crave back. That's why I always say, like, I don't, it's not like I hate twin flames. It's not like I rebuke it or none of that, because all they are there to do is just remind you of who your soulmate really is. The person that gave you pure hell. What was the trait about them that attracted you to them in the first place? That trait, probably first you figured out, you fell in love with it with your soulmate. You fell in love with those characteristics through your soulmate. But then something between y'all's connection didn't work out. Here's that little bit of regret. But this ain't no wham crybaby suck your mama titty type shit. Like, somebody gonna get it done. They already thinking. They're already thinking about how they're going to come back in. They're already thinking about what it would be like to be with you. They've already had the dreams of y'all off on vacation somewhere. They've already had the dreams of him rubbing your tummy, your growing belly with y'all baby. You've already had the dreams of, you pulling up to work with his freshly hot lunch and stuff like that. Like, y'all know what to do. It's already, it's crystallized. Those crystals on the path, it's crystallized. You've been through enough twin flame situations where you know how to conduct yourself in a relationship, in a healthy, whole relationship. And maybe you just were never able to find that person because these people were just twin flames, distorted reflections of your soulmate, or refractions, a repackaged fraction of your soulmate. But you know what to do. You know how to hold down the house for a divine masculine. You know how to provide and protect for a divine feminine. You know how to nurture and love and keep yourself together and always give him something spicy to look forward to. You know how to stand behind your man, but also step out in front whenever you need to correct somebody who may be a lot weaker than he is. You're not going to let him be arguing with no female. You know how to step in front when it's time for that. And vice versa. He not going to let no man be arguing in your face, talking to you crazy. But he also not going to be going back and forth with no women. You know what I'm saying? So y'all both know how to play your parts. It's complementary. I don't mean complimentary like free. I mean complimentary like y'all go together. Y'all go together. In your mind, you may already claim him like, yeah, we go together real bad. That's what I'm kind of getting in my head right now. You may already claim him. He may already claim you. Y'all both claiming each other, even if the communication ain't already there. Or if you do run into this person and y'all have picked up communication, it's like, it may be playful, But so for real, you thinking, yeah, that's my man. That's my man. He over there thinking, yeah, that's my woman. That's my wife. That's my husband. Both of y'all are in that. It just may not have been communicated yet, but solutions based communication, it will be verbalized. They're not gonna hold nothing back from you when y'all do get on even ground and are able to see eye to eye. For the first time ever, we're seeing it eye to eye. Whenever y'all get that space, time, and opportunity, y'all gonna make it happen. You're gonna make it happen. I feel like both of you have gone through enough with the twin flame bullshit and situationships where you know gold when you see it. And it's like, once I get my hands on it, I ain't letting go. She not letting that globe go. He not letting that cup fall. Period. It ain't nothing nobody can say about it. Them folks can fight all they want to. They better fight amongst each other because they not causing no ruckus in y'all household. They not causing no fights in y'all relationship. They can't do nothing but fight amongst each other. This thing is happening. This thing is happening. Okay. Now that 10 energy, 5 to start, 5 at the bottom, 10, 5 plus 5, 10, right? That means the reading started with a 5. And 5 can be challenging energy, but it's also, again, refinement by fire. You learn by going through things. So there were some maybe hard emotional situations that may have taken time from you all, or ended up being the reason why time was given to another person. So that became a challenging emotional situation for this connection. And then on top of like the exterior, outside things, then you have people who also are challenged by your connection for whatever reason. They just don't want to see it happen. They want you for themselves. They want him for themselves. They want her for themselves. Whatever the case may be, I don't try to make it my business to understand little peons like that. I can't get with it. But that 5 plus 5, when you go through enough challenges, you step into a new chapter. Okay? Double digits. You step into the double digits. So I'm getting longevity. The 10 in astrology is associated with Capricorn in Father Time, Saturn, and it is Saturn day. Longevity. There's longevity here. Once y'all get together, it ain't gonna matter how much time was taken from y'all or how much time was given to a person, which in turn took time away from y'all. It ain't even gonna matter. If you haven't seen this person in a long time, y'all gonna pick up right where you left off. It's gonna be like you ain't seen each other for a couple weeks. It ain't even gonna feel like years have gone by. It's something about appearances too. You both may look like time has not gone by. It's like something cemented in time, or preservation, preserved. Fine age like fine wine. So if you're up in age, you both look really good for your age. Because if somebody had legal troubles and they was given time, they say prison preserves. They may be a little bit more old fashioned because they may be kind of behind on the newness, but they say prison preserves, so both of you still looking good. And it's like a youthful spirit, both the team spirit, both still have that team spirit. Some deodorant. It's like some people have like been obsessed with putting like a foul aroma either on you or your divine counterpart. It's like they want to stir shit up. They want to make shit stink. But all it's doing is showing who they are. It's just showing that they are trash, that they're spoiled, that they're rotten. Ain't nothing been tainted between you two. It don't matter what nobody said. It don't matter what nobody did. Ain't nothing been tainted between you two. It's still strong. It's a godly connection. This is a higher, that's your sacred soulmate. Period. That's your sacred soulmate. It just is what it is. And you guys are entering a new chapter. Your new chapter is here. It's here to redeem those 3 cups that were knocked down by circumstances that I felt like, even if somebody, did something, did a little something to get themselves some time, having that many years, because I'm really getting like somebody got more years than they really thought that they were, or they spent more time incarcerated, or spent more time struggling, because you don't have to be, physically locked up to feel like you in a cell. Poverty feels like a cell. You know what I'm saying? If you struggle for a long time and it was external things that were intensifying your struggle, or intensifying your entrapment, intensifying your restriction and limitation, That's still something outside of you. So for all of the, the wasted cups, which it really just feels like someone wishes that they had tried harder or had done more, or maybe had, just kind of, adjusted what they were doing at the time. Maybe I shouldn't have took that trip. Then, I wouldn't have got jammed up. Or maybe I shouldn't have invested in that. Then I could have just, saved my money. Something like that. It's that type of regret. It's not oh, I know I did you wrong, baby, please forgive me. It's not that. It's not that, because there ain't nothing that you need to forgive this person for. There is such a clean slate. That's that purity that I'm getting. That's why it can be sacred. That's why it is godly. That's why it is love and light. Because you two have never hurt one another. In fact, all you can think back on is the good times. When you remember this person, the trauma or the emotional aspects, the things that may not feel so good, that Five of Cups energy, is not because it's something that this person specifically did to you. It's because the circumstances surrounding the background to y'all's foreground was not supportive of y'all's connection. It's just been a whole bunch of hands in y'all shit, and those hands being cut at the wrist. Queen of Swords, y'all not taking it. You not going for it. You not going for it, and you not coming up off him. He not coming up off you. Period. This thing is happening. It's happening. Y'all gonna be together. You're gonna be together, and I mean in this lifetime. I'm not talking about no esoteric past lives and we'll be, I guess I see you next lifetime. No. Here. Because that third eye connection is so strong, it's so potent. You're already tied. You're already claiming each other. You're already using the power of the tongue, which is life and death. You're already speaking life into this connection. You already have solid proof. It's crystallized. These experiences that you had with this person, can't nobody take that from you. And I don't feel like either of you is old enough to be suffering from no dementia or nothing. So as long as you have those memories, you have proof that this person always loved you. This person always took care of your name. This person always stood up for you. They always chose you over whoever was lying. It was an always thing. It's guaranteed. It's a guarantee. So if you are the feminine counterpart and you have that inclination to reach out and initiate contact, by all means do that. Do that. It ain't nothing that ain't no need to feel prideful and stubborn or feel like, well, he might humiliate me. There's no proof that he ever would humiliate you, because all he ever showed you was support. All y'all ever had was beautiful conversation. All y'all ever had was instances of pulling up for one another. When he was going through something, you pull up. When you were going through something, he pull up. She pull up. You get what I'm saying? There ain't nothing to fight back. There's nothing to fight against. There is no hesitation between either of you. If asked right now, will you accept this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Would you accept this woman as your lawfully wedded husband? Both of y'all answers would be a resounding yes. Yes. Y'all might end up at the courthouse real quick. It might be a little quaint, quick ceremony. Get straight to it. Ain't none of that, who shot John and forgot to kill him, because you're not allowing nobody no entrance. You're not allowing people this privilege of feeling that important in y'all's connection. So when it does come time to tie that knot, it's like y'all gonna go ahead and do it without anybody's permission. You're gonna go ahead and throw them people throw caution to the wind, throw all their drama, throw all their baggage to the wind, and just go ahead and get at it. Because they don't mean y'all no good no way. And sometimes it took for y'all's connection to have the separation so that they could see just how little other people had their back. If all they connections in twin flames was, acting right and had their back and was supportive and genuinely loved them and defended them and stood for them and held them down, there would be no need for them to remember you. They would already be satisfied. They'd be satiated. They'd have what it is that's supposed to be a sacred soulmate union. But the fact that neither of you have had that is because y'all were meant for each other. And all of these twin flames that you met in the interim, it was just helping you to be able to break those shackles. You were able to burst through all of the chakral bondages, root bondages, sacral bondages, solar plexus bondages, where people try to make you second guess what you know is real, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. All of your chakras have been loosed. They're free to radiate. Kundalini awakening. This could have been the person who triggered your Kundalini awakening. This could be the person who got you really back on that spiritual journey. They could have been your North Star on your spiritual journey, your remembrance of that person. It's a very real thing. Soulmates are the only thing that are honorable when it comes to real, true, unconditional love. And I don't mean just saying, oh, I love you. Y'all pull up for each other. And that's been established. And everybody who had a problem with y'all's connection, they already know it. It's something about like kinfolk. I'm feeling like it's folks that was close to y'all, kinfolk, so-called friends, that was trying to put bugs in y'all ear about the other person. Yeah, he owe me money. Yeah, she don't really like you like that. She be messing with such and such and such and such. I feel like it was people that was close enough to y'all to know better, who couldn't stand that it was you two having this type of sacred, solid connection. It's so solid. Only want your love if it's solid. That's why the other ones could not cut the mustard. Y'all get made a Kendrick, reference and then said, all right, I'll see y'all on the next one.